What's up there, people? How you doing? Listen, hopefully you're doing good. Hopefully you're doing okay. If you're a Chelsea fan, listen, hopefully you're ready for the weekend, right? An opportunity for us to come back after that Arsenal defeat, after that Arsenal dreadful loss, right? That last minute goal from Kai Havertz just sent us down the drain. But listen, today is a preview day. Yeah, we're gonna be talking everything Wolves versus Chelsea. We go into the Molineux. Can we get a win? Yeah, can we get a win there? We need a statement win. But listen, before we get into the preview, my predicted lineup, my prediction for the game, who is to score, everything that I have for you for that. Yeah, before we get into all of that, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Much appreciated. Help me grow this channel. I need it. Much appreciated. Again, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into it. Wolf versus Chelsea, right? We cannot go out there tomorrow, right? Go to the Molineux and be a charity FC again. No, we cannot afford to do that right now. First of all, we already know our goal and our ambition is top four, right? We know that for this season because I don't think they believe we can win the Champions League or we can win any single trophy. Now, Enzo Fernandez, one of the Chelsea players, somewhere along the line, they said, hopefully we can win couple trophy this season. So I think our heart was on the Carabao Cup, but that's taken away. Now we stay in the FA Cup, so there's hope over there as well, and we in the Champions League as well. So who knows? We can win the Champions League, win the FA Cup. Nobody knows. Nobody knows about that, right? We can win both of them, but are we gonna do it? Right? I don't know, but I know for a fact that our goal this season is to secure top four. And right now, as a team, it's difficult. You have Liverpool, like I said before, breathing down your neck. You also have Man United that have picked up form really, right? At the end of this, what's it called? Especially in the second half of the season, they have turned into something else. They are not the Man United that we know recently. They are not that, right? So they're in good form. They're playing good football. They're getting the result. And all of that, we, on the other hand, need to handle the things that we can handle. We cannot go to Wolves, the worst team in the Premier League, right? Possibly the worst team that ever played in the Premier League. This particular Wolves team, they're sitting on 8 point right now, right? And they have 8 points, sitting 20th, right? They have only managed to win one game. We cannot go out there and get a draw. No, nothing less than a win. Nothing. A win on listen, I don't even want to say nothing. A win, right? That's all we can do. That's all we should do. That's all we should get. A win, nothing else, right? Because after this Wolf game, we have Leeds. The last time we played Leeds, we lost to them. I think we did lose to them. I don't lose or we draw. No, we definitely did lose, right? We lost to Leeds, and now what's it called? And I think this Wolf game and the Leeds game going to be what's it called, our quote unquote easy game, right? Because after that we're going back to the Emirates. We have Arsenal, and then I think after that we have another big team again. I think Man City or so, and then we have Everton. We have the Spurs. We have Liverpool again. So it's not getting easy after this. So after this game and then the Leeds game, I think that is going to be played either on Tuesday or Wednesday, right? We're done. Because after that, it's back to 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 back difficult game. Because after that Leeds game, I think we have Hull City, and then now we start looking to see Arsenal. If we don't put ourselves together, right, we're gonna enter a place where in top four we should forget it. We should forget it. Now it's still a good thing that we have to play the Liverpool. We have to play the Man United again, because those are the people that are competing with us for top four. If we win, happy days, right? But are we gonna win? If we win, then happy days. We could easily get a draw in those games, but we also need to win the game that we should be winning, so that when the time comes, even if we get a draw, right? Now, God forbid we lose, but if we get a draw, right, we still stay in strong and we can still secure top four. Or otherwise, we should forget it. We shouldn't go to the Molineux, right, and go do what we usually do, a charity FC. That's why I want Liam Rosinell, right, to go with a very good lineup, right? Now, it paid me that I didn't get to see Rich James even on the bench for that Arsenal game, because I think Rich James being in that lineup Pedro Neto being in the lineup, right? Everything would have turned in our favor. I strongly believe that. Right? Because when we get the ball up the pitch, Reece James have played as a wing back before. He know what to do, right? If we have gotten him on the pitch instead of Malo Gusto playing as a wing back that day, different news. But that's done and it's dusted. We're not thinking about that no more, right? We're looking at Wolf right now. That's where our attention should be, right? And that's the game we're looking to win. If we go over there, I expect Leo Rosenio to go with somewhat of a good lineup. Not even somewhat, a very good lineup. We need a win to be able to bring us back. So beating Wolf or defeating Wolf at least 3, 4, 5, right? Brings us back where we want to be, right? Now, will Chelsea be able to beat Wolf 3, 4, 5? Nah, maybe I don't think so. I really don't think so. Because it's Chelsea. We probably going to go there and win that game 2-1. At the morning, win that 2-1. Even though everybody that goes there is smoking, the heck out of Wolf, we will go out there and possibly win that game 2-1, right? It's Chelsea. Stuff like that do happen. But like I said, Liam Rosenio needs to go out there, right, with one of his, a very good lineup. I understand rotation has to happen. I understand players have to rest. The lack of Fofana, I don't even expect Fofana to play this game, right? Maybe Palmer may not get a full 90 minutes, but he did say Palmer is available, right, for 90 minutes. So it's ESTEVAO, right? So to understand, you want to see the both of them on the pitch. Are we going to see them on the pitch? That's another thing. But I can tell you for a fact, they're going to be in my preview. They're going to be in my predicted lineup. So now, without wasting time, without delay, let's get into that, right? So you already know, Sanchez in goal, right? The man's been our savior as of late. Been doing what he's supposed to do. We cannot make any case for Jorgensen. Now, maybe next season, right, when we bring in Penders, if we get to do, right, if Chelsea do bring in Penders, then we can start making a case for maybe Penders will see the level that he's at, right? Because I heard Mayon is signing a new contract at Milan. So, that's done and dusted, right? So we're not looking at that anymore. But I think we also might be going in for the Bournemouth goalkeeper or someone. I don't know. But let's just forget about that. But we know Sanchez is in goal. And then in the back line, I don't expect Fofana to start this game. So Chalobah's already in there. I expect Badiashile to start this game instead of him. Badiashile to start this game instead of him. But I won't be against if Acheampong gets into this lineup, right? If Acheampong comes, I'd rather Acheampong start this game as well. Maybe Chalobah goes to where Badiashile is, and then he also get to play in the position that Chalobah in. We know he's very, he can progress with the ball going forward, and that would be very, very good for us, right? And I want Reece James to start this game as well, right? Let's get this win. Let's put ourselves in a position to be able to, score as many goals as possible. And then we get to the midfield, right? Enzo, this is the game you will say, okay, let's get Enzo a rest, right? Because since Rosenio came, I don't think he's skipped a single game or he's missed a single game. The brother been playing every single game that Chelsea have played, right? He's been playing every single game that Chelsea have played. So in this type of game, you'll be like, okay, let's give him a rest. But I don't think we can afford to give him a rest right now. Like I said, top 4 is our aim and is our goal because we're looking to do business in the summer, right? Chelsea is looking to do business in the summer, right? And the players that we're trying to go in for, right, are the players that we link with. We link with Julian Alvarez. We link with somebody, what's his name? What's the kid name? The Brazilian that is at Lyon right now. Hendrick. We link with him. If we're going to get these people and we're going to bring them to the bridge, right, we need to be playing Champions League football. Or otherwise, they're not coming. Because why would he leave Atletico Madrid that is playing Champions League football, right, to come to Chelsea? That's not even in Europe. What is he doing? Nothing. Now, if he's doing that, maybe he loves Chelsea. He have a secret love for Chelsea that none of us know, right? Julian Alvarez, I don't see that happening. Hendrick, I don't see that happening. Now, Hendrick, I do think he might leave Madrid. Who knows, right? Either Hendrick or is it the Ramos kid, the other number 9, either him or Andrew, one of them will be leaving. Now, I don't know who's going to be leaving yet, but either one of them have to leave because Madrid, I don't think Madrid can keep out every single one of them. But we, like I said, need top 4, right? And we cannot afford to say we're trying to rest Fernandes, right? I love it. Now Santos been doing a great job. Santos been doing a great job. Like the way he's been playing, he's been doing an absolutely great job, right? I want to keep it in this lineup, but in this game, I'd rather him. I'd rather Casado, right? And Cedos and Fernandez in the double pivot, the usual, right? Let's see, Casado do what Casado usually do, right? Call it a day, and then you have Fernandez on the other end. That's also doing what we know Fernandez to be able to do, arriving in the box, like controlling the tempo of the game, spreading passes here and there, right? Let him do that Fernandez stuff, right? And then maybe after we winning the game in like I don't know the 60, 70 minute, you can take Fernandez off, bring Enzo in, and that's pretty much to shut down the game because you have Casado and Santos are pretty much more defensive minded midfielder, right? As compared to Enzo. So you bring those two people in, you have the opportunity to just shut down the game. So I'm 100% for that. And then in front of them, I heard Palmer is available. He's ready to start. He can play. If he can play 90 minutes, I don't see why he's not ready to start. Right? If you say he can play 90 minutes, why is he not starting? You have to explain that to each and every one of us if he doesn't get to start this game. But definitely Palmer sitting as the number 10, right? And here's another thing. Please, Rosenior, right? Don't restrict him. So far you haven't. But don't restrict the brother, right? Let him play in that free role, move wherever he wants to move, right? Not necessarily, I know he have the IQ, right? He have the football understanding. He knows how to play football. So when I say move wherever he wants to move, he's not just going to be going wherever, right? He know how to create space for himself. He know how to move. And once he start doing that, let him do what he wants to do, right? On that page, right? I'm not saying don't, there shouldn't be any kind of a structure. Yeah, there should be structure, but let him move. Because if you restrict him, it just makes things difficult for each and every one of us. We can find him, we can do nothing, and because we can find him, it kind of limit the way we play as well. So once he's on the page, let the brother move the way he want to move, right? And then on the wing, on the right side, ESTEVAO. I also heard ESTEVAO is available, right? Right? Also heard ESTEVAO is available. So on that side, right, I'm going with ESTEVAO, right? ESTEVAO is available, let him play. It's against Wolf, let him play. Let him get back his form. He went to Pizio, came, play against Arsenal. Was not his best performance, right? In that second half. Now, we did see quality, obviously, that we know there's quality there. But in this Wolf game, let's see what he can also do as well. Put him on the page. Garnacho. I know some people want to see Garnacho on the page. I don't want to see Garnacho on the page tomorrow, right? Not necessarily. I don't want to see him stop this game. Now, I'm not trying to criticize him, right? There are times we caught up on him, he show up and he do what he's supposed to do. So kudos to Garnacho for that. But tomorrow, ESTEVAO, and then on the other side, I'm going with Pedro Neto, right? He hasn't been showing great form lately, right? Even Rosenior, I don't think Rosenior is so impressed with what Neto is doing. But in that game, right, against West Ham, we saw the quality came out. When we needed it, right, every one of them show up. And he was one of the people that show up in that game, right? Especially that goal, the Cucurella goal, playing that ball into Malagusto sending it back. Dila fighting for a Cucurella being right there, and then boom, right, we're back in the game. So he's in my lineup for sure, right? In that lineup for sure. And then up front, you already know who it's gonna be, right? There's no argument there. There is no argument there. What Pedro been doing, right? There's no argument there. Again, he's in. For me, he's in. He's in my lineup, right? Collide with Palmer and ESTEVAO, and I think these three people have some of a good footballing understanding. And then you have Neto and Fernandez that also do love to collaborate as well. So that should be good. And yeah, maybe there should be enough in my understanding to be able to grab us the win. But who knows? In terms of prediction, what will Chelsea win? Listen, I know we're going to win the game, or we have to win this game, right? We definitely do have to win this game. But how much we're going to win? Again, I'm going to go Chelsea 2, Wolf 0. Yeah, I know. I'm talking about a clean sheet here, right? I'm talking about a clean sheet. Chelsea 2, Wolf 0, right? So that's it. Chelsea 2, Wolf 0. Who's scored the 2 goal? I expect Cole Palmer to be on the score sheet, and I'm going to go with a rare name, someone that haven't really scored in a minute. Casado, Cucurella, not Cucurella. Casado and Cole Palmer. Now, I honestly really do want Cole Palmer to score. I want Cole Palmer to get back to his form. I want to see him in the World Cup. So part of me want him to get back to his form. Because when you get back to his form, first of all, I benefit as a Chelsea fan, right? I don't like England, right? But I rather want to see him in that England squad. Maybe that's the only reason I'm going to watch them. Now, Regime is also there as well, right? So maybe that's part of the reason. Now, if Chalobah goes as well, then the three of them, will be the reason I'm watching England. Other than that, I don't see any reason why I'll be watching England in the World Cup. But I want Cole Palmer to pick up form again, and I know the entire Chelsea, that's our goal. The staff, everybody's trying to work on it. But listen, let me know your thoughts about it, right? What do you think? How do you think Chelsea can get this job done? I think they should, or they should be able to do it. Or what do you have problem with the lineup? What would you change? Who would you add to it, right? Who would you sub out? Who would you put in there, right? That isn't in there. Or what do you think Rosinha should do tactically to make Chelsea favorable in this game? Even though Chelsea is favorable, right, to win this game, but what do you think he needs to do to put us like miles ahead in terms of winning this game? So let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. See you later in the next video. Don't forget, hit the like, hit the subscribe. See you.